Welcome back, folks at home. Just wanted to share with you today a really cool event that we went to this weekend called Rockin' to the 80s in San Antonio. It was for Dealing for Duchenne. I actually used this a little dirty. Dealing for Duchenne, a casino night for charity to raise money for an organization called Cure Duchenne. And we were invited, and we had our accommodations paid for, and our table. We were like honorees of sorts. So, when you go to these you got to pay money to sit at the table. Well, we were honored guests, and we had a blast. It was an amazing trip. Me, Rachel, and the boys went along with Jennifer, who was originally going to go with the boys by herself. We decided to tag along. Thanks for having, Jennifer. I want to thank you for just making it. It went real well, folks. For folks at home who don't know, me and my ex-wife, we're divorced, but we get along real well with the co-parenting extended family. So we went, all had a blast. They raised a lot of money. Jude, days before, about a week ago, Jennifer calls and says, Jamin, you need to get Jude to doodle this photo, because doodle some artwork, because they're going to create a collage thing that they put together and then they auction. Well, sure enough, check it out. This is what they put together. Got a great photo of it with Jude. They auctioned it off for $2,500. They also had a dog that they auctioned off, like a Labradoodle, for $3,000. All right, so they raised all kinds of money. This particular organization is all about research and different trials and new cutting edge pharmaceuticals and medicine to try to cure Duchenne. Obviously, in the name, cure Duchenne. And the Munoz family were the committee, or on the committee this time, or putting it on. I think every year a different family does it. And we're invited. Here's some of their bio, and here's a cool thumbnail to the event. And it was just had a lot of fun. Jude is kind of, when I'm pushing him in his wheelchair, we deal with a lot every day. So when we go to these things, it is kind of nice to have a little bit of spotlight on him than on us, me as a caregiver, because they look at him and you see people's reaction and they're like, oh, he's so cute, this and that. So it's good energy, it's good vibes. So I try to soak it up, and so does Jude. So check out some, we have just a little bit of video that I'm going to plug in right now.
Make your guest appearance.
Hey, look at me. The boys had a blast, even though it's mainly an event for adults. But the boys with Duchenne are there, and there were other kids as well, and they had different games to play. All right, go.
Oh, he's going crazy on the floor, guys. Oh, he's going so crazy. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I was able to raise, shout out to my brother and my uncle and my ex-brother-in-law, James Mariball. So my brother James, my ex-brother-in-law, James also, and then my Popo Nick, all donated. I was able to show up with $300. Plus, I bought $50 in tickets. So plus what we paid. So we all around we donated about $400. Next year we're gonna go again, and I'm gonna try to raise at least twice that amount. So shout out to the givers for donating. When I gave them the money to the Munoz, I was like, "Oh, we raised this money." They looked at me like I was crazy, like, "Oh, thank you." So that kind of made it all worth it because it's kind of difficult calling and asking people for money. I don't know. I don't really like doing it, but I'm gonna do it more next time for next year to raise more, all for a good cause, for my big boy, my oldest, Jude. What matters the most is that you can see on some of the photos, he was just all smiles, had a blast. And folks, do a little research. Look into Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, the MDA. There's so many organizations that you can help out when it comes to this genetic disorder. And if you're interested, I'm gonna put some links in the description. And so until the next time, stay tuned. James Daily, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned because the best is yet to come.